What is going on, guys? Mason Chip here with another edition to Tripper's Outdoor Guide. Today I'm going to be showing you a overview of Lake Pokegama when I will be going there within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So here it is. So this is the layout of Lake Pokegama. This is where I always go when I'm going up north, right over here. So this right here is the Wendigo Arm right here. This is actually the bridge that connects the two parts over to separate sides of the lake. Right over here, this is Sherry's Arm. This is where a lot of walleye fishermen come during the walleye tournament because they know right in about here is a nice big 20 to 25 foot hole all the way along this side, even close to 10 feet off the shoreline right along here. Now this part right in here is where a lot of people like to troll for northerns with like spinner baits and a chub minnow. I like to go in there and see if they can't snag one right in between this island and the shoreline. Right in between these two islands, right out just in front of the two, this is prime walleye chop fishing. This is where you're going to go from about here to here. Between these two is where you're going to drift with those walleye chops. You're going to drift either this way or you're going to drift that way. You're never going to drift this way because the winds are always going to be coming out of this way, this direction, or they're going to be coming out of this direction. Now this over here, this is Sugar Bay right here. This is Tioga Bay, and this is back in Kings Bay. Now, as I said before in my last video, my weekend vlog, this back in here, this will lead you back into Jay Gould. This is part of Jay Gould back in here. Jay Gould is a little lake connected to Pokegama. It's a completely different body of water, though, and they consider it to be a separate lake, even though it's not very big. There's actually a small Jay Gould and a big Jay Gould. This is actually small Jay Gould when you cross under the bridge here. But here in between these two islands and this shoreline, if you go back in there and you troll with like a lipless crank or something, you are determined to get a nice northern out of there. And back in Moon's Bay, back in there, or no, this is Moon's Bay. If you go back in there, that is really, really nice panfish like sunnies, crappies, pumpkin seed. You go back in there and you are definitely going to catch some pretty decent sized panfish back in here. And as I said before, this is the Wendigo Arm. You come back in here, right along here. What we like to do most of the time is we'll take a couple like shiners or something, we'll attach them onto spinner baits, and we'll troll all the way down to about here. And this Hales Lake, I know it doesn't show it on here because it's kind of recent within the last 5-6 years. There was a channel that was made in between Hale Lake and Lake Pokegama here, so you can actually get into Hale Lake right into here. But what we like to do, we take those chub minnows and we troll all the way down into here. And then if we don't catch anything on our way down, we'll stop right in this area right here. And we will try to catch for some panfish or some crappies or something like that, and then we'll troll all the way back. And one thing I like to do when we're fishing out here, just in case we're not catching anything and we need a fresh new start, we like to go right here. This is Zorba's pizza restaurant and pizza and Mexican restaurant. I think that's what it's called. And basically, this is a restaurant on the lake. They have a volleyball court. It's a very nice restaurant. Really good food. And yeah, we like to go there just in case we need a little break from fishing, just in case we're not catching anything. And one thing, right back in here, now we have a pontoon that we like to use when we go fishing, but if you go right back in here, in this area, right next to that 169, you go back in there, there is actually a little reservoir back in here that you can get to. You go back there, it's a little with the island in the middle. There's a bunch of houseboats back in there that we like to go in there, catch some nice panfish back in there too. That is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. And I'm going to spend the rest of the day outside because it is just gorgeous outside. I mean, it's just beautiful. I might even do some fishing today. I don't know. But I kind of thought I'd do some baseball, maybe some golf today. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. I know this wasn't the best quality video, but I just wanted to let you guys know where I fish and where I like to do, what I like to fish for when I'm up there. And make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you have a question for me, and thanks for watching.